Welcome back, everybody. I am Dr. Chris Tomczak from Health Source.
Dr. Don Besessi, also still with Health Source and loving it.
You know, I'm sitting here drinking a nice glass of green tea, and for some strange reason, I'm wondering, because you're married to Jeannie.
Jeannie is the love of my life.
Who's a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force Reserves. Pretty cool.
She is. Air Force Academy graduate.
All right, all the way.
Yeah, she's a ring tapper, as they would call her.
Yeah, see, I was also an officer in the Air Force, but I wasn't a ring tapper, so I'd have been in a lower echelon compared to Lieutenant Colonel Besessi. How did you meet Jeannie?
It is a great and entertaining and interesting story. It's the same story, I'm sure, that everybody has, you know. I actually re-met Jeannie at an 8th grade reunion.
8th grade?
I'm going to repeat that. Some people probably missed it. An 8th grade reunion. I really wasn't even going to go. A friend of mine called me up, said he was going to be there, so I traveled the hour and a half to get out there. My wife wasn't going to go, but friends did the same thing for her. And so we ended up re-meeting there, didn't really remember each other. And 6 months later, we were engaged. 6 months later, we were married. At the time, she was living in Maryland, Baltimore. She was finishing up her master's at Johns Hopkins. I was practicing in the heart of it all, Ohio, and ended up, you know, just making that connection of a lifetime. 8th grade reunion. What about you?
How many years ago was that?
Wow, that's a great question.
Not the 8th grade.
As I quickly scan through my head, I'm going to say 7 years.
7 years.
7 years. Now we have 3 kids. Jimmy is just turned 5. Leo is 3.5. Isabel is now 8 months.
All right. Well,
it goes fast. Don't blink.
You know, it does go fast because my oldest is knocking on the door on 17 right now, and then it goes downward. I got 3. But my story is not nearly as colorful as yours. Not nearly as colorful. I met my wife. We're going back to the same year. This was right after the summer between 8th and 9th grade, which would have been 1979, I believe.
Yeah.
And back in 1979, there was something called a moped.
Oh, Pook, Pirelli.
Yes, I just forgot what mine was.
Okay.
But for those of you who don't know what a moped is, it's kind of like a half motorcycle, half bicycle. So it's got pedals. And back then, if you were cool if you had a moped. Today, I think it's reversed.
Yeah. My brother had one. He was a caddy. He got to use it every day. Great vehicles.
Oh, they were. You got like 100 miles per gallon.
So now, how does the moped tie in with the bride?
Well, the moped ties with the bride because we had back then we had 2 junior highs in the town that I grew up in. 2 junior highs. So there was ours, which was the cool one.
Yeah, of course.
And the other one. And the other one, that's my wife went to, and I went to the original one. And so we're driving all around the town, and my group and I on our mopeds, and we ran into the group from the other junior high.
This is like Grease,
that was exactly, except it wasn't a Vespa. And my wife was in that group, and we started talking, and we dated for like 2 weeks, right there, right at the very beginning of our freshman year. And then we became friends, and then we started dating again at the end of our sophomore year, very end of the sophomore year, and stayed together ever since. So that's been since 1981, so
wow,
we've been together a long time.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so anyways, so the moral of the story is not that mopeds are cool or not cool, it's that we all have individual stories. And that's kind of what makes us up. That makes us who we are. We are kind of the sum of our experiences and the decisions that we make as a result of our experiences. So the bottom line is you got to have fun. You've got to have fun in this life. You don't need to be serious all day, every day. You got to break loose and have some good old American fun. Would you say?
Absolutely. I'd love it if they would tweet us maybe some of their stories or put it on.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
You know?
That would be absolutely fantastic. If you want to, go ahead and send us on Twitter. Shoot me a link or what have you, or just go ahead and make a comment on Facebook. Let me know what your stories were. That's a fantastic idea.
I'm sure there's a lot of 8th grade reunion stories out there.
Yeah, I think yours is the only one. But we will talk about it. You can send us some good ones. We'll talk about them and tweet them forward as well.
Awesome.
That being said, you can also check us out on healthsourcechiro.com. Guys, have a great day. For Dr. Don, I'm Dr. Chris Tomczak.
Thank you.